So it is from social media to the performing arts now, because I'm about to take you through the highlights of this week's arts and culture. First off, the theatrical adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird has become one of the greatest stage successes of any Broadway season. So Aaron Sorkin's adaptation of Harper Lee's classic novel has shattered records in its second full week of performances, grossing more than $1.7 million. Well, this makes it the highest single-week grossing American play ever in Broadway history. Set in Alabama in 1934, To Kill a Mockingbird is a coming-of-age story that also gives a penetrating look at the racial injustice in the segregated South. Amazing novel. Well, the Louvre Museum in Paris announced this week that they are planning a blockbuster exhibit with as many Leonardo da Vinci masterpieces as possible. Basically, they're doing this to mark the 500th anniversary of the artist's death. Now, only the Louvre could present not only 5 of the large Leonardo works, but also impressive international loans, notably from the Royal Collection of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, this collection includes the world's finest group of drawings by the Renaissance artists. It's so huge, it's considered the biggest art exhibition this year. And now, the ever-impressive Cirque du Soleil revealed that they will be bringing their latest show, called Totem, to London's iconic Royal Albert Hall. So, the show tells a story of the evolution of mankind through mind-blowing contortions, acrobatics, balancing acts, and daredevil stunts. It's truly amazing. So, alternating between primitive and modern myths, and, peppered with Aboriginal stories of creation, Totem basically explores the ongoing search for balance by human beings and the curiosity that propels us ever further, faster, and higher, just like an acrobat. So the famous Uffizi Gallery in Italy has demanded the return of a painting stolen by Nazi troops in 1943, which, by the way, is now in the hands of a German family. So the gallery's head says that German government has a moral duty to help bring the artwork, called Vase of Flowers, back to the museum. So Dutch master Jan van Hissem painted the still life, and it was first displayed in Florence in the 19th century. So until the original is returned, a black and white photo of the artwork with the word stolen in Italian, German, and English boldly on it will hang in the gallery. And now let's talk about the artist, Lina Iris Victor. Finally agreed this week to settle a lawsuit she filed against Kendrick Lamar and the singer Caesar. Now, last year, the artist argued that Kendrick's music video for All the Stars, part of the Black Panther soundtrack, used her work without permission. So in Victor's Constellation series, golden geometric shapes float against a black background, creating a textured pattern. So in the video, however, for All the Stars, Lamar walks through a sea of golden geometric shapes, floating against a black background and past women draped in gold. So a settlement agreement has been reached, and the parties have a month to finalize the details. Well, it was about time. So now let's tell you about the luxury brand Michael Kors. Amazing. So guess what? They will be changing its name from Michael Kors to Capri Holdings. And this is following several highly publicized acquisitions of high-end brands. So the company announced the acquisition of the Italian fashion house Versace for more than $2 billion in September, less than 2 years after acquiring Jimmy Choo, the shoemaker that rocketed to fame on the high heels of Sex and the City. But not to worry, Donatella Versace will continue as the creative director of the company. Capri Holdings, that is definitely a name we can get used to. Well, that is our Arts and Culture.